My name's Jenny from Bella Renaissance Yoga, and we're going to do a couple things today to help with strengthening your deep inner core. So find a comfortable place on your back and lay down with your knees bent and take a couple breaths. So we're going to start here, knees bent comfortably. Taking a couple breaths. Allow your belly, allow your back, your chest to really fill and empty with breath. And just observe how that feels in your belly. Allow everything to be very soft. At the bottom of your next exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine and keep it there like you're zipping into some skinny jeans. You haven't worn them for a while. You're not sure if they're going to fit. So now what I'd like for you to do is with your knees bent, walk them in a little closer to each other. And on an inhale, open your knees up wide. And on an exhale, squeeze your knees in. Squeeze knees in and tighten your belly even more. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open up out to the side. Exhale. Now the whole time, you're keeping your belly drawn in, your lower back's not arching up, your pelvis is staying level. Just observing this simple movement, like butterfly wings opening, closing. Now stretch out one leg. Bring your bent leg, let's say your right foot, just bring it out just a little bit and flex that ankle, and bring your fingertips by where your front pocket set of your pants would be, and bring your fingertips to those little hip points. Now narrow that waistline and keep your lower back ribs pressed down this time, and roll your knee out and back in. Very still through your pelvis. The opposite side pelvis. So I'm moving my right knee. So my left hip is not moving. If you have a lot of motion, but you're allowing your pelvis to rock with it, that's not the point here. Belly strong, belly button towards your spine, rolling out and in, even across towards the other thigh a little bit. Let's do that 2 more times. Now some of you will find this is super easy and you don't know what the big deal is. You have no problem at all to keep your pelvis level. Good for you. Others are really struggling and they want to bring their knee out far, but they're really shaky and weeble wobbly. Just make your motion smaller. It can be just a teeny bit. Okay, put your foot down flat. Take a couple belly breaths. And switch your legs. Okay, so knees about equal, then straighten out the opposite leg. Suck in your belly, press down through your lower back, flex your other ankle, and roll out and in. So I call these windshield wipers. They're very powerful to awaken this deep inner core here. So one muscle I want you to really feel is just inside those front points of the pelvis. This muscle low and deep inside is called your transverse abdominis. It's a stabilizing muscle for your pelvis, and it protects your back. When our hips are rotating, our pelvis should not move. Our back should not move. There should be no movement occurring from your pelvis to your shoulders. So just observe that. We'll take a few more breaths here. If you'd like to synchronize movement with breath, maybe inhale when you draw out to the side. Exhale as you come back in. Smooth and slow. Observing that your sacrum, that triangular shaped bone, right at the center of your low back, right above your tailbone, that's not moving. Very stable. Okay, so take a breath here. Let your belly breathe. And now let's come up to a comfortable seat. So one more group of muscles that I'd like to bring your awareness to, and then I want you to pause this video or restart it and go back to the same exercise we just did. Aware of this group of muscles, okay? So first we wanted to find that. That one's a little easier and you can really feel if your pelvis is rocking. The next group of muscles is your pelvic floor. So a lot of people don't talk about pelvic floor, but in yoga, we know that our root our foundation of our physical body as well as our energetic body is at our root. Our sacrum connects down to our pelvis, and that's our root. So our Muladhara chakra, or Mula Bandha, that energetic lock where we engage these muscles, that's super important to keep your back safe. Also, when we're relaxing, we don't want to hold everything in. We want to relax and have everything spread out. So close your eyes, bring your awareness to your seat. And I'd like for you to rock back and forth a little bit, just sensing your sitting bones. If you're sitting on something really soft, perhaps get something a little harder, maybe a yoga block, or sit on a hard wooden chair so you can find those bones. And now, bringing your awareness to those sitting bones, take a big inhale breath and spread those out as though you're softening and spreading those sitting bones out. And on an exhale, draw them together. Draw your tailbone towards your pubic bone, and as though that's a hammock shape, a diamond shaped group of muscles there, a whole big area, draw them up and in. And now breathe here, breathing into your chest, into your ribs. Inhaling, exhaling, movement there. This is not a belly breath. 2 more breaths here, just drawing that hammock-shaped group of muscles up and in like a circus tent rising from the center, right where your perineum is. And now, as you inhale, next inhale, allow a softening, a spreading. Belly expands. Everything softens. And again, back to the sitting bones, your pubic bone, your tailbone, like a diamond-shaped group, right? You're sitting on top of these muscles, a loose, open hammock. Now from the center, where they tell us ladies to do Kegels, draw up and then from there, like you're sipping lightly up through a straw. Draw up towards your navel and breathe. And notice how your energy rises. Just with the breath here, when you're not allowing the belly breath, you're not allowing the downward flow of energy, you're containing it. And some of you may get a little cramping in your back. You may be overdoing this, may be brand new for you. I want you to relax. Let it go halfway. But just sense that energetic awakening there. And relax. So at first you may only have a flicker. At first you may not even feel those muscles. That's okay. That's how some people are. If you've had a lot of babies, if you've had a lot of weight gain and loss, if you've had a lot of back pain in the past, these issues, urinary issues, pelvic floor dysfunction, uterine prolapse, bladder prolapse, issues like this, it's very challenging to find those muscles. Some of you may tend to keep them clenched too much, and what you need to do is practice with legs up the wall and relax and let go, spread, spread, spread. So practice that. Go back to the windshield wipers. Sense those muscles. Your pelvic floor muscles lie just inside your hip rotators. So when you're on your back and you're rolling that knee out and in, you might more easily be able to feel that engagement. So that's what I wanted to share with you today to help you find your deep inner core. And join me for other videos where we will be using these to stand on one leg, to maybe stand on our hands, to do a nice, easy, gentle flow on the floor, maybe some vinyasa flow. So I just want to take time to find Mula Bandha, where you're drawing up and containing it with your breath, and also that deep inner core just all together. So please comment below if you have any questions, and have an awesome day. God bless you. Namaste.